Okay. I didn't do anything. I hope it's recording. I swear every team call starts off with me being like, I think that's working. Anyways.
It says it's recording, April.
Perfect. It usually, okay, now I see the little dot. It changed because it used to like say you are recording and I didn't get a notification. Okay. Part of me wants to stop recording and start again. But anyways, done is better than perfect. Okay, so this is what we were talking about. New leader conference. You want to make sure that is on your agenda for next year. Lock that in, and you can lock in new leader conference and leadership, which is 5-star, the same year. So maybe you'll get your thing for new leader conference, which is 1-star, in the beginning of the year. You'll already make that so that you get the invite. But then you could even go 5-star and go to leadership in October with the top leaders in our company, and then go to new leader conference. They, like, what is it, January or February? So leadership usually in October. Melissa went with me 2 years ago as my guest, and this year Rachel was my guest, and they can both tell you that it was just the amount of like knowledge that you gain is just incredible. So yeah, Kate Schultz did that though. She qualified for the leadership as 5-star and then went to new leader conference after, like she had already been, because she progressed so fast that year. Okay, so what we are doing now, and I want to remind you for Saturday, is our team workout is at 7 a.m. Eastern time. And then that Emerald and Above call is at 8 a.m. Eastern time right after. So I posted it. I will comment on it and bring it back up, but it'll be one link this time instead of 2 different ones. And I posted, you can look in the team page, but I'll make sure I mark it as an announcement. So you have to be an active coach, and you have to be an Emerald, not just like, hey, I've hit Emerald before. Both of your coaches have to be active to be on that call. And that's just masterminding. You get to use us, talk to us, bounce ideas off of us, and we'll do a short training. SC10 should be your goal by the 24th. Let's keep talking to people. All of these packages are stupid cheap. Just keep talking about it in your stories, how much value they get. And don't be afraid to like post the actual price and everything they get on your stories. Because sometimes people are like, oh, I don't even want a ambassador. It's probably like $700. When they find out it's a Target trip, like, okay, sign me up. I think a lot of times people think it's going to be a lot more than it actually is. So next week is Thanksgiving, so we will not have a call or a power hour. And then that November 30th is that sample workout on BOD. Make sure that you're talking it up, talk to everyone, get hype. One thing that you can do, if you have any other friends that do small businesses, I have a girlfriend that does Rodan and Fields. We are pairing up and we are doing a giveaway this coming 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And we're just going to encourage, we're going to make a giveaway post. We're going to tell them to share it to their stories, tag a friend they're thankful for, and follow us both. That's it. Okay. So something super simple. It can be little things like samples. It can be, a bigger thing, item, whatever you want. I would tag up with somebody not in a fitness related field. And I haven't even made a single post about it. So it's not too late to do that, but good idea to kind of give back. And if you need help or tips or anything on how to do a giveaway, just post in our team page or the Business Builders Club, and we'll walk you through that. A reminder that our 2-star diamond retreat is this coming September, and you guys have to be in 2-star qualification by April 20th. I don't know why. It's my month and I can never remember what number it is. I have to count it out in my fingers every time. April 20th, 420 is when you have to qualify for that. So these live power hours, okay, show of hands if anybody attends these. They are freaking amazing, right? Post in the chat something you love about them. I was on today with Ashley McClellan, and she always brings the fire. I freaking was smiling ear to ear while working for an hour. Who can say that, right? So they are just really great. So this is also in the announcement post. You can check that out. Okay, top 10 coaches of the week. I apologize. I am posting all of this into the group tonight. I haven't even done my recognition. But yeah, you guys are just killing it. Congrats to Heather for being our top coach, and all during a move and, her birthday week, and literally so much going on. She's killing it. Danny Rhodes, Matt, Casey, Rachel, Carolyn, Melissa, Stephanie, Hannah, and Lindsay. I am so proud of you guys. You are rocking it. Our SC board, Melissa is at 10 and Casey is at 8. Guys, if you guys aren't seeing yourself on this board, please let me know and celebrate yourself or anybody from your team that you're not seeing here. So those two have hit Success Club. And if this is not accurate, again, post in the chat below. Top recruiters, Melissa with 4, Natalie and Sarah with 3, Carolyn, Kayla, Kelsey, Kristen, and Tiffany with 2 new coaches added to your tribe. Congrats. So if you guys aren't in the Business Builders Club, you have to be a new coach from 0 to 2 months, or somebody that had at least Success Club points on the board, not like SC6, just literally like if you had 1 Success Club point, you can be added to this group. This is where we're doing most of our trainings because we don't want to overwhelm you if you don't want that. If you're just here, to make a little money, get your nails done, have some fun, hobby coach is your jam, then the team page is for you. If you do have big goals to build a big business, you want to be in this Business Builders Club because that's where we're doing our additional trainings and things like that. So this is from the top leaders of our team that is just offering their time. So there is a real homework that's due. So pass the energize, and on the post that I just made in the team page, beautifully made, that addresses everything. And if you guys aren't in our team page, beautifully made family, I can post it in the Business Builders Club as well. But that will be where you are going to do the reel, and I believe you're sending it to me, and I'm going to put that together. So it's just past the energize, and Casey put everything exactly like what you should be doing, how you should record it, and Melissa figured it out. So I have faith that all of you can. Okay. Love you, mean it. All right. So Melissa is at 10. Casey's at 8. Melissa, brand new coach, is at 4. Holly is at 2. Desiree, also a brand new coach, is at 2. Mark is at 2. Jessica's at 2. Lindsay's at 2. Annie, Christy, Janine, Kate, Kayla, Stephanie, Francesca, and Erica all at 2. So congratulations, babes. Rocking it. All right. And congrats to Heather for officially hitting Premiere. Congrats to Perfectly Imperfect for making that happen. That is so huge. It is so incredible that she did that with 2 months to spare, and has a coach, Hannah, who locked that in as well. Hannah did it like 6 months into the year. She is an absolute incredible coach. They both work their booties off, and it is so well deserved. So congrats to you, Heather. And Team Faithfully Fit is so freaking close. I'm so excited to celebrate Rachel. All you guys have to do to help her is, guys, just hit Success Club, and you can help your team hit it. We also are only 3 points away, and I also need a diamond for our team to be Premier. So hit Success Club, and that helps. The other thing is, you don't have to, for Premier, it can also be a diamond that holds it for 1 week in December too. So even if you're not diamond yet, get your booty December and hold it for a week in December, and that will count as our diamond for Premier, and we will make that work, which is really cool too, that you could have such a big part in that. Okay, welcome new coach Desiree. Congratulations to our emeralds. Yay, Tiffany and Holly, super exciting. And I forgot Liz last time, so I wanted to add her. Congrats to Liz on being emerald as well. Success starters month 1, Aubrey locked that in. Way to go from Fit for My Family. And then congrats to Chelsea for submitting her results to the Beachbody Challenge. I get an email every month that's like, congratulations to your coaches. And Chelsea had submitted her results. So way to go. And if you guys are not doing this, please, please, please start, because it is part of our job as a coach to have results, and also to encourage our coaches to do that and challengers to do that too. Also, side note, Chelsea, Jody, and Rachel, and if there's anybody else, please, maybe Jamie, are doing 75 hard, and just so proud of them for being so consistent and having such great results, because that is not easy, clearly, because I have given that up. Anyone can be a coach. Okay. So now we're going to talk about follow-up. My topic today is having fun and finding your future besties through follow-ups. So I follow up because it's honestly the easiest way to grow my tribe. An initial invite takes a lot longer. So I have to make that friendship. I don't cold invite. You're not going to see me, somebody starts following me, and I'm not going to plug into their inbox and be like, hey girl, thanks for the follow. Your profile's so gorge. Oh my gosh, do you want to join me? That is not me, because if I got that message, I'd be like, girl, I don't even know you. No. So I personally, that would be my thought. So I'm not going to do that because it doesn't feel right to me. So But I will say, I will build a relationship with them, put them in my collections for November. So I know who to, when I have 15 minutes, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to my November collections and I'm going to engage in their stories, comment, ask questions, be their cheerleader. So then in December, guess what? I start a new collections of new people I'm connecting with and just am in their their corner, being their cheerleader. And then when I go to invites, I go to my November collections, guys. And after I've been spending weeks loving on them, talking to them, they're probably watching my stories now. It's not icky to invite because we have that relationship. You guys are overcomplicating it if you don't know who to talk to, who to invite. And if you don't have more people watching your stories or things like that, well, I'm not getting all of these people from story watchers. I'm getting these people because I am adding to my network and I'm doing the power hours that we have shared with you. I'm not even going to go into that. If you have specific questions, you can ask and we can help you, but we have talked about this so much and there's so much good training from people that can explain it better than me. I stutter way too much to try to do more than just talking about following up right now. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you how to find people like I just said, but I will tell you how it has blessed my life. I got out a couple different planners because I keep them all. This particular one is from, what month are you? Anyways, it doesn't matter how you invite. It just matters that you continuously do it and then you have a tracking system, which we'll get to. But wow, I don't even know what year this is actually. But yeah, so there are some times where all I do is in my planner would write, you probably can't even see this, but these are just a bunch of names. They're just a bunch of names. And then when somebody purchased, I would write them here. And then so what I would do is when I was working full time is the night before, I would go and I would go to my planner from the past couple weeks. And then I would put in for the next day. So today's Thursday. So Friday. Thursday night, I write this in the Friday section. I'm going to work and I have a 30-minute lunch break. That's it. So I need to get 10 to 15 invites in and 10 to 15 follow-ups in. That was always my goal. So I would go and I would write in the 15 people I was going to invite or the 10 people I was going to invite and the 15 people I was going to follow up. 15 is kind of my magic number. I'm always going to follow up with 15 people a day. If I'm going to 10x that, then I'm going to follow up with 30 people a day. I mean, that's actually 2x, but you know, if I'm going to do more, that's kind of where I'm going. So I want you guys to find a number that works for you. And we'll listen to the Ashley McClellan Diamond call that I shared with you guys. She was really good at kind of talking about that. She said, her SC numbers and her income and her volume is through the roof, and she has not changed the number of invites she's done. She's still doing she's doing 20 new connections a day, 10 invites, and she's doing, instead of the 10 to 15 follow-ups, she's doing 40 to 50 follow-ups. You do not have to do that. She is pushing for a big goal. And she also says that is not sustainable. Don't think that that's going to be something that you're going to be doing all the time. But if you are in the phase of really wanting to push, you 10x that follow-up because you've already talked to them. You already have a relationship with them. Maybe they're past clients. Like, this is not hard. You're not building a brand new relationship. You're like, hey girl, I know we chatted in the past and life was kind of crazy and you didn't get the chance to go through with, joining our boot camp, but I am putting together some really fun challenges for December. And I wanted to see if you wanted to join us. What are you thinking? Or how's it going? And something like that. So in the follow-up, I really want you to try to put your personality in there too. Okay. So I'm not going to tell you how to find people, but I will tell you how it's blessed my life. One other thing I love to say is I got my master's in clinical exercise physiology. In my undergrad at Slippery Rock University, we had this amazing anatomy and physiology instructor. He used to be a surgeon. Dr. Borsch, I loved him. And so he literally made me cry because I had to teach myself how to study because he was so in depth with things that, like, the way that I was studying flashcards and memory just wasn't working. Like, I had to actually understand the anatomy and physiology of the body, which was so hard for me. So I had a roommate that we had the same major. We were best friends. We had all of the same friends. We literally lived together. And she just was like one of those people that just got it. And gosh, I was in a better place. So I was just like jealous AF of her all the time, because like she was just so smart and could like hear something once and get it. And there's me like studying hours on end, rewriting my notes. I'd hear my friends all the time, like, Pinckney, saw you sleeping in the library again. Like, I was that girl. Okay. I just lived there. I also worked multiple jobs. I was a hustler then, a hustler now. I will always be the girl that is not afraid to be the hardest worker in the room. And you know why I'm successful? I am the hardest worker in the room. And that does not take talent. It does not take literally anything. It takes you showing up and doing the things and making time when you don't have time and doing it anyways when you don't feel like it. Like the end. That is it. So that is why I'm so passionate about following up, is because so many times, and I posted in the team page yesterday or today, like, hey, this is why we follow up. I literally had to share a card out for her as a working coach. She had to have emergency surgery, and then I just kind of didn't follow up. That was about 8 months ago. Checked in yesterday or 2 days ago, and she was like, oh yeah, I signed up as a coach. I'm loving it. I'm like, God, dagger to the heart, because that was my bad. Like, I could have had her on our team. So did you say yes at first? Show of hands. Who said yes the first time you heard about coaching? No issue whatsoever. Okay. Show of hands if you did not. Okay. So if yes, welcome to the Alien Club. If not, stop being butthurt when somebody does it to you. You did it too, girl. Like attracts like. So most of the time, they're probably going to do the same darn thing that you did. So don't be salty about it. And if you are one of those aliens, still don't be salty about it. You are an alien. That is not normal. I'm one of those aliens, so I can say that. Okay, so then the other thing is tracking your FUs. That's that Rachel Baldwin started saying, calling her follow-ups her FUs, and I love it. So I referenced her live video that she did. Also, I referenced her Google Doc, which are literally full of what she says for follow-ups. The call that Ashley McClellan hosted, she went over a lot of her follow-ups, which were awesome as well. I'm actually going to have one of my virtual assistants go through and like write down what she said so that you guys can see that. I don't want you to copy and paste anything, but I want you to find something, tweak it, make it your own, and then just stick to it. Change it up maybe every, couple months, or, if it's not working, every couple weeks, whatever. But making it sound like something that you would say, and if you were talking to a good friend, that you would use those words. Okay, so I don't care if you're doing pen and paper. Like I said, for years, I did pen and paper. I just signed up for Team Z this year. I, for the longest time, was doing that. There's also the Rise Up Journal. Rachel swears by that. She loves that. You can use your planner. Like I said, I just put it right there in my planner. And then whether it's Team Z, Asana, Streak, I don't care. Just make sure you do something that works for your brain. I used to have a highlighting system. So my challenger invites were pink. My coach invites were blue. My follow-ups were yellow. And then once they purchased, they would go at the bottom and I would highlight them orange along with the SC number or whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care what color or what you use, but that made sense to my brain. It was really easy. So doesn't have to be fancy. Okay, so don't track your invites, just tally them. And Ashley McClellan talked about that, which I really loved, was don't focus on your invites of like, oh, let me add them to Streak. That is honestly a waste of time, because if they never respond to me ever, that's, a minute I will never get back of my life. And those minutes will add up, So I will track them. They will go into whatever system you're using. So she says, she uses Team Z as well, Ashley. And she said, Team Z is $30 a month. As a new coach, I don't want you to pay $30 a month. Please do not think I am telling you to get Team Z. Pen and paper is fine. But whatever you do, however you use that, track the people you follow up. Just invite tally and make sure that you get to the number. If your goal is 10 or 15 or 30, whatever your goal is, just do the tallies. And then track the follow-ups. Follow-ups are people that are saying, yeah, send me more information. That sounds great. Follow-ups are people that you have talked to about it before and they asked for more information. They didn't end up signing up, wasn't the right time for them, or, a past client or something like that. So track anyone who engages with your posts, your stories. Maybe you have hey, I have a poll on my story and they responded to it. That is somebody that is literally, if you are giving a presentation, they are in the front row saying, "Ooh, pick me. I have a thought." Like, you want to pay attention to them. So, the other thing is that anybody that asks for more information or joins you, those people, you want to follow up with them as well. Okay, so tracking, having a system for following up. And then I linked, like I said in the team page, the training that Rachel Baldwin, Ashley McCullen did with specific examples of what to say. I'm talking fast, I'm sorry. Charlie fell asleep at 5 o'clock and then was back up at like 7:30. So I have to relieve Matt because he has to write a couple offers today. Anywho, be a good human. This is pretty self-explanatory. How to follow up, be a good human, track what they're saying or struggling with in your pen and paper, in your Asana, in your Streak, in your Teams. I don't care. Write it down. I talked to somebody and she couldn't join because she was going through IVF. Okay, that's a good reason. I wouldn't sign up as a coach if I was going through IVF either. But I want to make sure that she knows I'm not just looking at her as a number. I want to check in with her periodically. Hey, how's it going? I don't know, where you're at. But if you want, I would love to share my meditation app. If you want to just try a 2-week free trial, I've been listening to it every morning and it's been such a game changer and you can literally try it free. It's so good for stress. How are you doing? Let's catch up soon. Can't wait to chat. Something like that. So that you're doing little deposits into their relationship, your relationship bucket. And when they do want to come back, they're going to think of you. So when you follow up, you aren't a salesman, you're just a genuine friend. Okay, they want more info. Now what? There is so many different ways, but the first and foremost, I would say use third-party tools. Whether you have a Jot form, you have a Google form, both of those are free. You can use the pricing graphics. We have a album in our team page for pricing graphics. You can go and do that. We have videos if somebody's interested in coaching. We have the video that we made from the retreat that's 5 minutes long that most people end up saying, oh my gosh, your sister had me in tears in that video. Then they want more information. We have a 10-minute video that I send them and I say, okay, gosh, you would be perfect at it. Now that I have you, what did you like best about what you saw? And then they're going to tell me that. And then I say, okay, cool. So I'm going to send you this video because literally it's all of the most commonly asked questions when people are interested in coaching and I get them all answered there. So let me send this your way. You can literally listen while you're doing laundry, driving. I don't care what. You don't have to actually watch the screen, just listen in. And so I give them this what is coaching video and it's 10 minutes long. And again, if you need that, post in the chat and somebody can share with you. I have all of our videos saved as a text replacement. You can also use an app called Ditto, Ditto. And somebody can post that in the chat too if anybody needs. And I think it's like 99 cents, but it's so great for text replacement and, easily being able to give people things. So if you send this video a lot, like being able to easily access it instead of being like, let me go into my, because mine for the longest time was just in my note section of my phone. And then it was like, okay, I have to go through this and I have to go through that. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. So yeah, that makes it super easy. More advanced options. If you're farther along in your business, maybe you have a blog or a landing page, and then you can just do one thing for each thing. So you can do a 30-day breakaway landing page. You can do, and then you have like an actual form for them to fill out right there. Whatever, but don't think that you have to get into this as a new coach. But Google Forms can basically act like that, and it's free and it's super easy to do. And if anybody needs help with that, just post in the team page. I'm pretty sure I even have like a tutorial of how to do that. Okay, so if you want to run with this business, ask your upline to be added to a working coach pod. I will literally add anyone, anywhere in my downline to our working coach pod. So we've got a bunch of babes in there right now that are either pushing for very close to Emerald or Emerald pushing for Diamond. And that's where we touch base. So anybody is welcome. I don't care where you are. If you are not my personally sponsored coach though, you will need to fill out your BAT and send it to your upline for 7 days. And once you do that for 7 days, then you can be added. I want to make sure that I'm not just accepting people because they're like, oh, I want to be in that club. No, you have to do the work and you have to show that you're ready to push. So using your business activity tracker is everything. The business activity tracker is, and I shared a link to it in the post that I'm referencing from Everything Tonight, but I am loving the SC BAT app. It's just called SC BAT. It is amazing. And it helps my stress levels so much that when I only have 10 minutes, I'm sitting down. Okay, what else needs checked off? Anybody else love lists? Love me a list. So go from the list. The SC Bat has literally been such a game changer in my business. Charlie is at this stage where she's just into everything, everywhere. Okay, fill it out for a week and send it to me. Use your bat every day. Ask us for help. The end. Okay, I feel like I have more slides. Where am I at here? Okay, so just go be you. Your followers need more of that. When I was actually going through and doing kind of like a social media audit on some of my girls today, and Brittany, guys, go watch Brittany's story. She had me in tears today. She started off talking about, you know, being thankful, and her son, she's got twins, and her son has a little port wine, just a little tiny thing on his nose, and so he was having, you know, a procedure to have that, get that, you know, lightened up. So she was like talking about how, you know, in her stories, even before this all, you know, about, you know, being thankful and being grateful. And then she goes in and she talks about, you know, the other children that she saw, you know, and how it really gave her perspective. And I just thought that that was so great. And so I told her, and like, way to go. Like, this is amazing. And she was like, oh, thank, because I thought I was going to throw up because I felt so crazy, you know, being vulnerable. And I said, you know what? That is the thing that is going to create your legacy, is getting out of your comfort zone, is doing those things to remind people they are not alone, to remind people that, yeah, this is, you know, getting real and vulnerable. And the part where you kind of feel like, oh, should I put this out there? That's when people relate to you. That's when people trust you. Ooh, scared the crap out of me. That's when you do big things. So, then I just am ending with two quotes that I really love. Lack of direction, not lack of time, is the problem. We all have 24 hours. And that's where it comes back to that business activity tracker. What are you doing in the 24 hours that you have? Are you scrolling, or are you watching the stories? Are you doing stupid stuff, or has your bat been checked off? And I let myself watch stories as like a reward when I check off the things in my bat. I'm not waking up and the first thing I do is check my phone. I encourage you to not check your phone when you first wake up. Wake up, get your energized, do the 10-minute meditation app, and then go do your workout, you know, and whatever works for you. But Melissa has been saying so much lately. She does the meditation app first thing, and then she is literally knocking out her bat, you know, most of the time, most of it by, you know, noon, and then completing it totally by 4 p.m. And even on the weekends, it's just become a habit that she's just doing that. So definitely, if you have not yet, this is me like shaking my finger at you, like, do the meditation app, because now I'm drawing a blank of what it's actually called. I use it every day and I can't think. It's not meditation. What is it called?
It's Unstress. I wrote it in the chat.
Thank you. Unstress. Yes.
We had it as a requirement in my challenge.
That's a good idea. I like that. And then I have a simple philosophy. I follow up as many times as necessary until I get a response. I don't care what the response is as long as I get one. You may block me. You may join me. You may tell me to go away. I don't care. I'm going to follow up because that is my job. And I do it in a way that, like I said, be a good friend. I do it in a way where people are like, thank you so much for not giving up on me. Like, I think it's incredible that you're still talking to me. I'm looking at Brittany because Brittany was, you know, years in the making, and I never gave up because, 5 years.
Yeah.
I love you. I love that it says Brittany Daly Barnhart, because I was like, what was her? I was thinking the other day, I was going back through my planners because I kept saying Brittany Daly. And then I was like, what was her maiden name? Because this was like years past. I'm like, was she even married yet? So yeah. And it's so fun too to go back through your planner when you are tracking these people. I mean, I will go back now and I'm going through this planner is like 2016, and hey, here's 20 messages, 20 names that I've already followed up with. I'm just going to go do a quick stalk on their Facebook and check in. Like, okay, they know who I am. They've been following me. Doesn't matter how long ago it was. Go do a quick stalk, compliment them, and ask them if they want to join you. Like, the end. So that's why I love tracking so much. All right. So that is all that I have. Does anybody have any questions that were not answered in the chat? I didn't look at it once. I'm too squirrel. Kristen, I've been very vulnerable for the last few weeks. So many people have reached out. Yeah, Kristen's been killing it. Way to go. Same here, didn't say. I need this image. What image?
Just the basics, celebrating Chelsea for the Beachbody Challenge. Like I want to start doing that in my challenge group weekly.
Well, it's in my Canva that Valerie uses, so you have it.
It's more of a mental note.
So I don't feel like anything. Let me post this again in case anybody just hopped on recently. This is the link to everything I talked about tonight. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is just like, don't be afraid to reach back out to people, because like this is a gift. And how dare you keep this opportunity trapped in your mouth? You know, think about this on a Thursday freaking night when you could be anywhere else. You're here with us. Like, and it's like one of my, hey girl, I see you, Elsie. You know, it's just so fun to have this community and to have this tribe. Jessica messaged me, Jessica Lively said, you know, I'm so glad that let's see, it's Brittany, Brandy, Jessica, and Lindsay. Am I missing anyone? Yeah, started their own challenge group. And she was like, we talk every day. It's like I have best friends. And then I saw that she put that on her stories, which guys, please go do that. Go talk openly what this tribe, what this community does for you, because so many people will join for different things. But there's a ton of your tribe waiting to join you for the community that you didn't even know that you needed. So talk about it, because you might have said, I have friends, like I'm good. Like, yeah, I do too. But honestly, like I really truly feel like coaching is like what kept me from losing my freaking mind during this pandemic, because it didn't matter that I wasn't seeing people, and yeah, but it was so good to have you guys to talk to know that I could look forward to seeing you every week, to know that when I was having a hard day, I could talk to you about it and not feel like a crazy person admitting, you know, what I was struggling with. Yeah. Melissa always says that BB is her AA. Like, it is just so great. I want you guys to talk about it. If you are not talking about what coaching has done for you, what this community has done for you, why? Why is the only question I have. Any questions?